Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izzat Haziq bin Muhammad Azan. So I will represent about introduction. So for our introduction, we as a manager, we do a construction that is we make 50 kilometers road and they give us 500 million for duration 3 years. For our construction, we need the transportation. The transportation is used to carry passenger, carry things that is used for construction. So first to do the calculate for the estimate of cost transportation for the project. So we calculate the estimation of our transportation. We have 3 transportation for pickup truck, 3 transportation for lorry 1 ton. So using them, we can estimate the cost of every transportation, and we can decide what is the transportation that very economic for our project based on the budget 500 million. So thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Al-Shafiq bin Muhammad Shafi'i. I will present about background of study. Okay, so in our project is to estimating the cost of road construction between 50 kilometers with 500 million budget. So basically, we need to identify how much pickup truck and lorry 1 ton we need to use between 3 years. Besides that, we need to interview the salesman of pickup truck and lorry to get the more information about the truck. For example, is rate of the interest rate, the price of the pickup truck, the price of maintenance, and so on. So by that, we need to calculate all the information that has been given to calculate which is between the 3 type of pickup truck we need to use in road construction and lorry 1 ton need to use in road construction. So from all the calculation, we can identify between 3 pickup truck and lorry 1 ton need to use or to sell after 3 years. Thank you so much.
The objective is to choose the economic transportation based on our analysis. So we have a 3 pickup truck and 3 lorry 1 ton. So we at final result we can choose the economic transportation for our analysis. Second, to learn how to manage the financial by analysis. So when we do an analysis, we can know we can manage our budget 1 ton. Third, to determine suitable method of asset management.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fatina Suhabitin Hadi, and I'm going to explain to you about the methodology. In methodology, we use 7 decision making process, which is the first step is problem understanding. So in this first step from the project, we know that the problem is we need to estimate the number of truck and lorries. So the second step is relevant information. We need to find relevant information that related to the main topic of the project. So the second step is we define a set of feasible alternatives. We need to list more alternatives to find the 3 best model of the truck or lorries. So the fourth is decision making. We need to decide which is the best 3 vehicle for this project. So the fifth is alternatives evaluated. So after we decide the 3 best vehicle, we need to evaluate the annual deposit, the annual loan cost, the annual service cost, annual fuel cost, and the 5-year salvage. And then the sixth step is best alternatives evaluated. We need to decide which one is the most suitable to use in this project, which has the lowest NPW value. So the last step is we implement the result on why we choose this model. The first step in evaluation analysis is we need to find the 10% cash deposit, which is the actual price for the vehicle is needed to multiply with the 10% to add up for 3 years. For 3 years total value.
Okay, next I will talk about the calculation is annual payment. So in this calculation, we need to identify between three types of truck and lorry 1 ton, which is has the annual payment as the lowest price. So firstly, we need to, after we calculate the deposit 10%, we need to know what is the price is balance 90%. So by that we can calculate monthly payment. So for monthly payment, balance 90% will multiply by interest and multiply by 3 years, and plus balance 90% divided by 3 years plus times 12 months. So by that we can get the monthly payment. From the calculation of monthly payment, we can continue to calculate the annual payment, which is 3 years times 12 months. So from all the calculation that I have done, I have identified which is the Isuzu D-Max is the lowest price for the pickup truck. But don't just the book by its cover. Damn! Because from the other calculation, we have the maintenance, with the petroleum and salvage. So we cannot simply say that the Isuzu D-Max has the lowest price, then we just go buy. So don't do that. Don't use that. Wow. We need to finish all the calculation first, then we can identify which is have the lowest price between these three pickup truck and lorry 1 ton. So for 1 ton lorry, we get the Isuzu F is the lowest price because the interest bank is 1.88% only compared to the others interest. Thank you so much. I will pass to my friend Muhammad Izzatzik bin Muhammad Azan.
So I will present about annual service fee for every transportation. So first, we assume there is 5 days in a week for working days. So in 3 years, there is 52 weeks in 3 years. So the total of working days is 260 working days. So I will explain about pickup truck for year 1. So for year 1, the service for Isuzu D-Max is 1,147.77 cents. So the Mitsubishi Triton is 1,695 ringgit. So Toyota Hilux 1,595 ringgit. That is the for year 1. For year 2, Isuzu D-Max 1,357.84 cents. So for Mitsubishi Triton is 1,515. For Toyota Hilux is 1,715. That is for year 2. So for annual fee for lorry 1 ton, for the first year is Isuzu ELF. For the first year is 2,424 cents. For second year is 2,424 cents. Also for the 3 years 2,424 cents. So for the next is Hino lorry. For the 1 year, 2 year and second year, third year, the maintenance cost for each year is same. That is 1,531.42 cents. So next is lorry Fuso, 1 ton Fuso. Also the same for year 1, year 2 and year 3. Each year is 1,541 ringgit for each year. So every single year there is same maintenance cost for lorry 1 ton Fuso. So that is for our part. Then I will pass it to Muhammad Afif. Thank you.
Thank you!
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi Dr. Zushi. My name is Afif Aiman bin Azhar. Okay, today I will present the annual annual fuel consumption cost. Alright, I'm sorry. And then the first thing that we know, is that the pickup truck and the 1 ton lorry use the same fuel, which is diesel. So according to the Malaysia's budget 2020, the fuel, the diesel cost will be same throughout the years, which is RM2.05. So the fuel consumption of the pickup trucks and the one ton lorry is taken from carguides.com and fueleconomics.com. And then the calculation will be for the annual fuel consumption per year, which is fuel consumption rate times the distance that the vehicles use. And then the annual diesel cost in RM is equal to annual diesel consumption times the cost of diesel at the time, which is we will use RM RM2.05. And then we will assume that the workdays is 52 weeks per year and 5 days per week, which is no holidays in a week. And then the distance covered per day will be is 50 kilometer, and the distance covered in a year is 13,000 kilometer. So for the pickup truck, the model that we use is Isuzu D-Max, Toyota Hilux, Mitsubishi Triton. So the fuel consumption of Isuzu D-Max is 7.9 liters per 100 kilometer, Hilux with 10.1 liter per 100 kilometer, and Mitsubishi Triton with 10.9 liters per 100 kilometer. So basically, this fuel consumption liter per 100 kilometer will just key in into the formula that I have been mentioned earlier. So the amount cost, diesel cost in RM for Isuzu D-Max is 2,105.36 cents. Toyota Hilux with 2,691.85 cents, and Mitsubishi Triton with 2,904.85 cents. So basically we need to know that the value in 3 years. So all these numbers will be multiplied by 3, which is the time of project, which is 3 years. Alright, next is the calculation for the one ton lorry. The calculation will be the same, all the same, because we don't change the equation or any multiplication. We just use the same formula, and we use the difference is just on one ton lorry. Right. The items model for one ton lorry is first Isuzu Elf with 16 liter over 100 km, Hino Dutro 20 liter over 100 km, and Mitsubishi Fuso model Cancer is 10 liter over 100 km. So the annual diesel cost would be 4,624. Hino Dutro 5,330. Mitsubishi Fuso with 2,665. So the total diesel cost in 3 years we already add up to the report. So that's actually you can see yourself. Thank you.
My name is Nur bin Abdul Rahim, and I will tell you about the salvage value after 3 years. Salvage calculation are calculated using actual information from the current market. Is it to determine the rate of depreciation of the vehicle compared to the new price over the past 3 years. So used truck and pickup truck are available at Mudah.my website with an average of 3 car units. Then the new truck in prices in 2017 were taken from the website Cars Guide from the model article at the launch. So there are 3 types of truck and 3 types of one-ton lorry. Okay, so is it the Isuzu D-Max, Mitsubishi Triton, and Toyota Hilux for pickup truck, and Isuzu Elf, Hino, and Fuso for one-ton lorry. So the calculation is depreciation percentage equal to new prices in 2017 minus with 2017 model prices in 2019, divide by new prices in 2017, then times with 100. And salvage value after 3 years is new prices in 2019 times with 100% minus with percent of depreciation, divide by 100. So the countdown rate is complied into table. After the calculation for the countdown rate, the summary table will be get from the countdown rate itself. So next is NPW, net per worth analysis. The NPW calculation is calculated using the MS Excel function to simplify the process. is it comparable value proposition to present NPW deposit payment minus annual loan payment minus service fee and minus with salvage value 3 years. This refer from the coefficient value percent from the discrete sheet flow. Then the summary between both one-ton lorry and pickup truck is listed in the table. From the NPW analysis, the best alternative is based on assessment using economic engineering knowledge. Isuzu D-Max and Isuzu Fuso is the best option for the alternative. This is because they both have the lowest NPW for both aspects. In pickup truck, consumer only spend NPW spending for about 57,123 ringgit compared to the other option. In one-ton lorry, consumer only spend NPW spending 48,945 ringgit compared to other options. User will have to spend higher on the models on both aspects. Thank you. Okay, here is cash flow diagram which example from the best alternative. For the pickup truck is Isuzu D-Max. Then the cash flow diagram example from one-ton lorry is Isuzu Fuso.
Alright, next I will continue about discussion. So in our discussion, we discuss more about how to decide which is pickup truck or lorry one ton have the lowest price in all perspective, which is petroleum, maintenance, the deposit. So if we can get the lower price, so that's the pickup truck that we choose and lorry one ton that we choose for this project. Okay, next is we able to know by 3 type of pickup truck which has the highest price. Okay, next all the compartments that I've mentioned just now for petroleum, all the compartment. So we need to clarify that we need to find the lowest price as lowest for this project.
As for the conclusion, we as a group members learn how to work in a team, to carry out the survey investigation about the price, about the amount of the vehicle we use, and then based from the analysis evaluated for the model that we choose, we able to know which model has the fuel function and fuel storage that is the most efficient to work on this construction, to work on this highway construction.